Hi, welcome back. Let's take a look at lesson 3.4, constructing functions. Okay, so folks, when it asks you to construct a function, that means you are writing in slope-intercept form. So your slope, or your constant rate of change, is your m, and remember your y-intercept, your initial value, is the b. Okay, so let's try this first one. So write a function in the form of y equals mx plus b for the line that contains these 2 points. So folks, we need to find the slope and we need to find the y-intercept. The first thing we're going to do is find the slope. Okay, so folks, we need to use y minus y over x minus x. Y minus y over x minus x. So remember, every ordered pair is written xy, xy. So your two y numbers are these two n numbers. So I'm going to do 9.5 take away that negative number. So y minus y, 9.5 take away, and then the second y number happens to be a negative 5.2, so I end up with a double negative. Now I have to follow that same order. So this x, 6.4, take away, and then my second x happens to be another negative, negative 8.3. So again, I end up with a double negative. Folks, when you see double negatives, they are absolutely positives. So now let's add these together. So 9.5 plus 5.2 is 14.7. 6.4 plus 8.3 is 14.7. So 14.7 divided by itself is 1. That is your slope. So folks, y equals 1x plus b. That's what we have so far. Now, to find the b, folks, we are going to pick one of these ordered pairs and plug those numbers into the x and the y. And then we're going to solve that to find the b. So I'm going to use this point. Again, you can pick whichever one you want, but I don't want to deal with negatives, so I'm going to plug in these. So my y number, y, is 9.5. So 9.5 equals 1. Now 1 next to x means 1 times whatever I'm plugging in for x. The x number is 6.4 plus b. Okay, let's solve. 9.5 equals 1 times 6.4 is 6.4. Plus b. Now, to get the b by itself, I'm going to move the 6.4 to the other side. I'm going to subtract it. b is 1, and that's a 3. b is 3.1. So, folks, my slope is 1, and my b is 3.1. Now, put that all together. Final answer. Y equals 1x is my slope plus 3.1. There is my equation in slope-intercept form. Okay, so, folks, let's try that again. Let's try that again. So take a look at this one. Same exact problem, number 7. And I'm going to use a piece of paper because I don't have enough room here. Okay, so a line passes through the points 419 and 924. Write a linear function in the form of y equals mx plus b. Okay, so again, the first thing we need to do is find the slope. So this is xy, this is xy. Okay, so I'm going to use y minus y over x minus x. To find the slope. I'm going to find the change in the y's over the change in the x's. Okay, my y numbers are 24 and 19. I'm going to do 24 take away 19. Okay, and then my x numbers are 9 and 4. So I'm going to do 9 take away 4. Okay, 24 take away 19 is 5. 9 take away 4 is 5. And 5 divided by 5 is 1. Okay, that is my slope. 1 is my slope. Okay, so now, in y equals 1x plus b, so 1 is my slope. I plugged it in for my slope. It's always a number in front of my x. Now I'm going to find the b, the y-intercept. Okay, remember, step 2 is you get to pick whichever one of these points that you want to use. So, I don't know, let's use this one. Again, you get to pick. So I'm going to plug in 19 for the y and 4 for the x and solve for the b. So 19 is my y. 19 equals 1 is my slope times, because 1 next to x means 1 times whatever I'm plugging in for x. 4 is my x plus b. Okay, so let's solve. 19 equals 1 times 4 is 4. Now, to get the b by itself, I'm going to isolate it. I'm going to move the 4 over, so I'm going to subtract 4. So 4 take away 4 is 0. I have b equals 19 take away 4 is 15. So the b is 15 and the slope is 1. Put it all together now. Y equals 1x plus 15. That is my final equation in slope-intercept form. Okay, let's do a few more. So I have number 9. Okay, so we have number 9. We have a car moving at a constant speed, passes at a timing device at t equals 0. So that means it starts at 0, 0. After 8 seconds, the car has traveled 840 feet. So feet are along your y-axis and the time is along the bottom. So since it starts at 0, 0, we're going to do y divided by x. So feet divided by time. So feet, 840 divided by time, 8. 840 divided by 8 is 105. That is my slope, folks. So instead of using, so if I wrote it like this, y equals 105x, if I used x and y, it would be that. But remember, instead, the y is my feet. So it says t and d, distance. So d equals, distance equals 105 times x. X is the time, t. So d equals 105t. Okay, let's try another one of those. So we have time is t equals 0, so that means it starts at 0, 0, and water begins to drip out of a pipe into an empty bucket. After 56 minutes, 8 inches of water in the bucket. Okay, so folks, if you're looking at a graph, remember time is on the bottom, and the water in inches is the y. So y divided by x, because it starts at 0, 0. So the y number, which is the inches, 8 divided by 56, y divided by x. So that actually reduces to 1/7. So 1/7 is your slope. So if you wrote it y equals 1/7 x using x and y, that's what it would look like. But again, it wants you to use water and time, t for time. So water would be along the y-axis, w equals 1/7 t, time for t. Okay, so let's take a look at this one, number 12 on the bottom. Number 12. We're just going to do part A. Write a linear equation in slope-intercept form. Okay, folks, take a look at this. So the company charges, you're buying clothing online, sweatshirts actually, charges $6.50 for each sweatshirt and a flat fee of $3.99 for shipping. Okay, so folks, when you're writing these in slope-intercept form, remember, the number that happens over and over and over again, that you would have to pay over and over again is your slope, your m. So if you ordered, like, for example, 5 sweatshirts, you would pay $6.50, $6.50, $6.50, $6.50, $6.50 5 times. So that is your slope.